Who are these guys? Wrong answers only. Comedians. Yeah, and hey, Conan's not up there, so. How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to Easy Peasy. My name is Zach, and today we're going to be taking a look at r/Murderedbywords. So what was a major assault on human rights when a small-town baker didn't make a cake for a gay wedding? But big tech monopolies using their power to silence all dissent is just a simple matter of freedom of association. That's the logic, and it's insane. This you? Let's simplify. All business owners should have the right to refuse service to any person or group for any reason. Ooh, caught in 4K, my friend. We cannot encourage people to make more money in unemployment than they do in employment. Gee, I wonder why giving people enough to live on comes out to more than minimum wage. Tried my hand at TikTok, this one struck a nerve. Vaccines don't cause autism. Educate yourself, woman. I did, thanks. 4 years of college, 4 years of medical school, 3 years of pediatric residency, 13 years of clinical practice. Got him. Can you believe how ugly Disha Patani looked once? See the contrast. You are absolutely right, News 24 TV channel. I should have worn a beautiful gown and done up my hair and makeup nicely before heading to my 7th STD class. Hashtag sorry for being an ugly child. P.S. You couldn't get a better breaking news than that? Twitter won't let you hashtag 1984, a dystopian novel about an evil big tech government that spies on everyone, censors and manipulates speech, punishes wrong thought, and tortures dissidents for sport. There's Orwellian, and then there's banning references to Orwellian. Hashtag 1984. Not only is this using Twitter's hashtags correctly, but it's also the original title of the book before later publishers numericized the title for book covers. Bloody loud sonic boom over cams courtesy of whatever that was. Hi there, please can we share your picture in our breaking news coverage? We'll credit you, thanks. The Sun? Absolutely not. Don't you have a vulnerable minority to go and terrorize or something? Jeez. My cousin got me a new shirt. Best gay cousin. My daughter has always been a #1 fan, but this is not appropriate for her at all. As for us, we will be taking all the clothes, bows, and bedroom decor down. I'm really sad about this. We follow biblical principles, and this does not represent the Bible at all. Best wishes. Make sure to tell her the part in the Bible which says, love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Oh, and don't forget, do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged, and with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Yeah, pretty much. There's no such thing as cultural appropriation. It exists. The issue is that some idiots don't know the diff between appropriation and appreciation, so they say like white people can't wear kimonos. An outsider wearing a war bonnet is an example of appropriation, but an outsider wearing Creole clothes isn't. Here's why. A war bonnet is an important thing for Native Americans. You have to earn the right to wear it. Conversely, Creole clothes are the national clothes of Dominica, but we don't take it that seriously. All primary, secondary schools in Singapore to have lifts by 2026. Really? Waste money, build lifts at school. Should ask students to exercise by using staircases. I see you exercise a lot too, by jumping into conclusion. Even you don't want to read the article. Look at the pic. I'm heavier than a whale, but I can float over a mountain. Which emoji am I? A company that doesn't let their workers unionize. That's what you are. Support spelling, say yes to school, bonds, and levies. Except they spelled levies wrong. I'd still do them. Word. No homo. No, every homo intended. Perks of being bisexual. I'm not bisexual. I prefer the term heteroflexible. Heteroflexible generally falls under bisexual though, but I getcha. Straight and, I assume, cis people will do anything to avoid being called what they are. And yet, you seem to want everyone to call you a wanker. Jojo Siwa opened up about getting swatted after she came out. Keep your personal business/preferences to yourself. We put way too much on social media. Talk to your actual friends. Seeing as you've documented it on social media, I'm guessing it's not too personal to ask this. Did a lack of self-awareness play a part in your divorce? No feeling in his playing. He is just overrated. Guitar is subjective, fellas. I used to know people in the 80s that said Stevie was contrived, BB was a soulless sellout, and Albert only had 3 licks. These arguments are as old as my guitar in this video. If you feel it, great. If you don't, that's fine too. We all love guitar around here. That we can all agree with. British urgently want the blood of Irish people. NHS says it is vital that Irish people in Britain step forward to donate blood. They could try checking their hands. Oh my god. Heterophobia just isn't a big deal. The most I've ever seen heterophobia is from Twitter idiots. Neither is homophobia then. Dude, I can get legally killed in 10 countries just for being gay. Are straights getting killed for being straight? No. I'm illegal in over 70 countries. How many countries are you illegal in? Not to be that guy, but this isn't particularly difficult if you can juggle. That's really interesting. Are there other difficult things that become easy once you learn how? I'm thinking of deleting my son's Steam account. Should I really do it when he has over 500 games? How miserable are you as a person to delete something your own son enjoys. Does he play video games too much? I guess there's better things to do, like go out on the streets, get involved with some drug, maybe pick up hobbies like looting and rioting like the rest of the kids out there that hate their parents. I'm 42, retired, and played video games all my life. Video games don't stop you from succeeding in life. This might sound weird, but let your son be happy and safe at home playing video games. Go find some hobbies of your own that make you happy. If you can't, seek help professionally on how to find your own happiness without ruining others. Hit it right on the head. When you tear out a man's tongue, you are not proving him a liar. You're only telling the world that you fear what he might say. If you tell a man to get off your lawn, you are preventing that man's freedom to walk wherever he wants. If you threaten that man with a gun for trespassing on your lawn, you are suppressing his freedom. Your analogy sucks. Try harder. Sorry, if you draw a comic but only allow exclusive members to view it, you are treating it one community of people better than others. Hashtag all members matter. Sorry, but I don't claim that my website is a free speech platform. Neither does Twitter. Eating chips with chopsticks is unironically galaxy brain. Your fingers don't get greasy and it lasts for longer. Fork. Oh yeah, I'm going to stab my crunchy foods and make them fall apart like an absolute absent-minded dunce, fool, clown, jester, like a monstrous moron, an idiot of Shakespearean proportions, a cretin. How does it feel when you open the fridge at midnight but the only snack is you? Pickup lines are only for men who are hot. Hope you know that. Damn. I really have no comeback for that. Guess we can all call it quits and go our separate ways then. Just because you took it well, I will give you a second shot. Try again. Second shots are only for women who are hot. Hope you know that. Clink. People who perform blood rituals and commit murders in the name of Satanism are guilty of cultural appropriation? Wow, that's a massive cognitive dissonance on your part. Satanism does not include blood rituals or murder. Anton LaVey was consulted by Hollywood directors on how to portray Satanism. He was in movies depicting Satanism. Why did he prevent it as such? He was in Kenneth Anger's Invocation of My Demon Brother. So you have trouble understanding the difference between a fictional film and reality then? Is that what you're saying? Or are you arguing that Rosemary's Baby was a documentary? Thousands of Chinese students ditch Australia and fly home. Uni has been hell for me and my friends thanks to them. Being put in groups where they don't speak English or even live in Australia makes matters 10,000 times worse. Lamau, every international student has to go through an English proficiency test called IELTS, and a score of 6.5 is never accepted in any good university. And any person who scores a mere 6.5 out of 9 has fairly good enough English skills. So you're either lying out of hatred or you studied in some la-di-blah university that no one even knows. At 22, most of my peers are financing new cars, traveling every week, getting drunk every week, while I am finding ways to increase my income, connecting with people everywhere, making smart financial decisions, and still enjoying the present. Life is about choices. At 22, most of my peers are having fun, being cool, having sex, while I am jacking off to the Bloomberg terminal, making women uncomfortable, eating only unseasoned chicken. Life is about choices. Kobe Bryant was a planned killing just like they tried to get me. I dodged the ambush. Don't trust nobody. This is a big dirty industry. Silento? I'ma be honest, bro. You whipped a nay-nade and now absolutely no one knows who you are, bro. And I know you're gonna read this because you get no Twitter interactions, so speak back. You don't think universal healthcare qualifies as a charity handout? It's people financing other people's problems. Hey, Trent, if your house catches on fire, I don't want my taxes to go towards financing your problems with my charitable handouts. Be a fucking man and call around to get some quotes on quality firefighting services, you lazy shit. Islam is a lie. I'm an ex-Muslim. Jesus is the only way. Damn, what sect were you part of? Nihari or Pulau? I think my family is Pulau. Bro, those are food dishes. Jesus Christ. As a white Christian conservative male, I support the school's gender-based dress code. Females should be chaste and not show off their bodies, leading upstanding young men to temptation. Ban straight guys from driving. If they can't focus in school if girls show shoulders, how can they focus when driving by billboards with women on them or passing women on the sidewalk, jogging in tank tops and shorts? Giving them control of automobiles is a public safety hazard. I got a puppy and it's clingy. It follows me to the kitchen and everywhere. I'm starting to lose interest in the dog, so why is my puppy so clingy? Dogs are social animals, and if he or she was raised by a mother dog and had siblings, he or she would be used to social environment and enjoy that. If you don't have interest in having a companion, I would suggest you find the puppy at home with someone who actually wants that kind of relationship and maybe get something that doesn't need attention back from you, like a tablet or gaming console. I'm a clinical neuropsychologist and have co-written When Crisis Strikes, 5 Steps to Heal Your Brain, Body, and Life from Chronic Stress with Dr. Jennifer Love. Ask us anything. I'm curious. You mentioned evidence-based, but your book has a foreword by Daniel Ammon, and in this AMA you direct people to the Ammon Clinic. As I'm sure you're aware, Daniel Ammon is widely regarded by the medical establishment as a charlatan and modern-day snake oil salesman. I'm curious how you reconcile your medical and clinical neuropsychological training with the pseudoscience that you're directing people towards at the Ammon Clinic. Should police officers in the United States refuse to enforce executive orders on mask wearing and social distancing? Yes won the vote. Police enforce laws, not orders. Mandated social distancing is clearly and unambiguously a violation of the right to free assembly. It's the duty of all officers and all government employees to refuse to enforce unconstitutional laws and orders. The fact that so many law enforcement officers are on record stating that they won't enforce social distancing or any new gun laws proves that they were full of shit, and they said, "We don't get to pick what laws we enforce" during the past several decades of the war on drugs. Maybe some mothers are toxic because they are burnt out from doing it all alone because of absent fathers. Sorry I abused you, honey, but I was just so mad about your dad leaving, and you see, I had to take it out on someone close to me instead of going to therapy to manage my anger like a normal human being. So, you see, it's really not my fault. Love you, hun. Kisses. So, a high school junior should make $15 per hour? Yep, because wages are about the cost of labor, not your opinion about its value. If you get the kid's labor, but he still can't feed himself, the taxpayers make up the difference, which means we subsidize your stinginess. We don't make laws based on what we assume a worker's life situation is. We have child labor laws that address the age at which someone can or should earn a wage. Once they are workers, they are the same under law. So yeah, exploiting young people is kind of morally bankrupt anyway. Slowly but surely turning into a malicious state with this controlling Nazi government. Yeah, you go ahead and do that, blank. My uncle was captured on a submarine during World War II and they were tortured. And you think Canada is run by a Nazi government because a few people are getting ticketed. Yeah, do us all a favor. Cross your legs, hold your nose, and fart. You might just clear your mind, you bloody clown. Why don't you just give him a chance? I don't know, because I'm not physically or mentally attracted to him, but he likes you, or but he's really nice isn't going to change the fact that I'm not interested. Damn, I don't think women know how much that really hurts. I don't understand this "you don't know how much that hurts" stuff. Do men not remember rejecting women? Have they forgotten that they hold us to impossibly high standards of behavior and beauty? That our personality alone is not enough for most men? Us being a nice person isn't what men list as their prime quality in a woman. How come we're rejected constantly, compared to each other, pitted against each other, and pretty much just accept this and move on, but the second we do that to a guy, we're friend-zoning bitches that are shallow and heartless. Normally, the men complaining about rejection would have no problem finding a lovely girlfriend if they just expand their idea of beauty. If you're not a stereotypical hot guy, don't expect to pull a stereotypical hot chick. It's not every man's right to have an extremely attractive girlfriend, and it's not your right to have any girlfriend. And if you wouldn't date a woman based purely on her having a nice personality, why the f should any woman date you? Damn, got him. There is no legitimate reason to ban transgender troops, period. Except when you're in a life or death situation and you aren't comfortable trusting the person next to you, but that doesn't matter, right? Brian, the enemy has surrounded us and we have nowhere to run. I don't think we're going to be able to get out of this. I have a plan that might save us, but I don't know if I can trust you. Hurry, show me your dick. It's the only way, Brian. The only way! When I was in school in the 80s, Ireland was just this dangling bit on maps that never got mentioned. Here be dragons style. In school in Ireland, we just learn all about the ways the Brits terrorized and destroyed our culture. Ah, that's a shame. They should really find room for maths and stuff. Yeah, we do maths. It's like, imagine you have 10 exports and the English charge you the cost of those 10 just to rent land that they stole from you and outlawed you owning, and then you end up with one food crop to support yourself on because it was cheap and could grow in very small spaces, and then famine hits, and what percentage chance do you have surviving? The answer to this question is genocide. Doomers will drive a 2-ton hunk of metal at 50 miles per hour to the grocery store, but be afraid to actually enter the store. This is one of the funniest doomer bits in my opinion. For 99% of the population, driving to stores is far more dangerous than actually going in them. When it comes to automobiles, we've collectively decided that they make our lives much better, and so we have to live with the costs as they're unavoidable. Why can't we do the same with the virus? On average, 24,166 people die each year in car crashes in the US, according to data from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. COVID has killed now approximately 430,000 people in the US. I know math can be hard sometimes, but it's important to acknowledge that statistically speaking, COVID is by far the deadlier of these two things. It's not even close. Stay safe, mask up. I have a pregnant wife who is demanding sushi. The doctor recommended against sushi, and I want to be a good husband, but I also don't want to die. Solutions? I don't know, probably just talk about how you make fun of abuse victims, and hopefully she'll leave you. Problem solved, Steven. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of r/Murdered by Words. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you get notified every time Easy Peasy uploads. And if you want to hear more of me, my personal channel, Zach X Fuller, is linked in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I'll see you around.